Right, the streaming. Scienceman, did you hear audio? Unhelpful Pat is here. Tell me how audio is, although audio is not entirely important with this game. Although with this, actually I have capture cursor on, because I will actually need that. I do! Hooray! For once I actually need capture cursor. So this is the Steam version of ADOM. It was released like sometime last year. And it's got a lot of cool stuff in it, including that music that was playing. And there's no game audio right now, but that should change soon. And we're going to play a new game, because I have some characters rolling right now, but not doing anything special with them. And already there's like a new splash screen and everything to this game. And we're going to alright, they have this. What's the challenge of the week? That seems kind of loud. Games are loud. Let's go with 2. Okay. This is not actually bad, as the challenge of the week goes. Grey Elven Weaponsmiths would have some okay abilities, but I don't want to do this one. So I accidentally hit yes somehow, but I hit the X, but ready to quit. Alright, we're going to generate a character. And we are going... Since I'm streaming this, this game is a roguelike, and the last time I streamed it, I died a lot, because you die a lot in these games. But I think I'm going to pick a character that can beat the game, and use a built-in feature of the new ADOM in order to show off the game more thoroughly. And to that end, we're going to pick the best star sign. Almost everybody agrees Candle is the best. Free talent, just being good at healing. Like, the prayer thing also comes up. Cup is pretty good. Cup is really good if you're a non-wizard class that wants to cast magic. Like if you're a monk or something. A monk of the cup will eventually be able to cast magic pretty well. Raven is also pretty good. Being fast is what it does, among other things. And there's also a specific weapon that is basically... There's a specific artifact weapon you can get. Every character can get it, but Ravens get it way earlier. And that makes it really good. Book and Wand are okay. Unicorn and Tree really suck. Wolf is basically worse. Well, the willpower on Wolf is okay, but the most of it sucks. Sword and Dragon are good for fighting type characters, but we're going to be a wizard. And for that effect, I think I'm going to pick Candle. Ah, and here we go. This is new. If you hit the excitement key, you can get these settings where you can make the game way easier. Like, you can turn off corruption, you can turn off hunger, you can make monsters easier or harder. Can you turn hunger? Now, you can turn hunger or corruption high, but you can turn monster difficulty high. We're going to play playing monsters on standard and treasure on standard. But we're going to be playing on story mode instead of, come on. Story mode instead of roguelike. Because in roguelike, you die when you die, and your file is gone. I keep hitting on treasure instead of game mode. But on story mode, you can save and quit and restore. So it's like a easy mode. And you see it tanks your score, like 12%. What's the maximum I can get that? Ah, you can double your score by making treasure low and monsters hard. But we're going to be playing on easy mode, on baby mode, and we're going to make a specific character. Male and female basically doesn't matter, but I think the game is keyed a tiny bit more against male. What's good for a wizard? Grey or High Elf are the normal choices for wizard because they just are really good at magic. Gnomes and dwarves are okay. I think I'm going to pick Dark Elf, though, because I think Dark Elf was my favorite race in this game. Just because Find Weakness is an extremely good... Or Find Weakness and Alertness are both very good skills and hard to get. Hunger on and off. And the last time I streamed, I played some Dark Elf Priests, which is actually pretty good, but I haven't played a Wizard in a long time. And Wizards and Priests are very similar, except Wizards are better. So, well, Priests are a little better at fighting, but Wizards are way better at magic. So we'll be playing a Dark Elf Wizard. Amber eyes and a black complexion. Their wealth was ever declining, and times were very hard. And we're 136 years old. We'll do our attributes randomly. And we're going to pick talents. Most of these are completely worthless. There's a fair amount of talents that are okay. And we're going to be taking some very bad talents in order to pick a very good one. We're going to pick Alert. Just one perception, does barely anything. We are also going to pick a Miser to get more gold, which is not that important. But if you pick Alert and Miser, you are allowed to pick this one. A Treasure Hunter, which just makes monsters drop more treasure. There's actually some debate as to whether this is a good idea or not, because you're giving up like 3 talents that could give you like survival ability, like quick, like just being faster will do a lot for your survival. But we're playing on save and reset mode anyway, so it doesn't matter. So Treasure Hunter. And we're going to be named Spegety. Well, let's take a look at ourselves. Pretty crappy strengths. That learning being crappy-ish is a little bit sad, but that we'll be able to overcome. Toughness is also pretty low, as to be expected. We're pretty average, but average for a wizard is just fine. And we have 2 pretty good spells as our starting spell books. Burning Hands and Lightning Bolt are both decent enough. Carrot Juice is worthless. Balance is... No, Carrot Juice is almost worthless. Scroll of Identify is handy to have. Handy to know what it looks like, more importantly. Wand of Lightning is a pretty good wand, but we have 1 charge. And our food we start with is Spider Bread because we're a Dark Elf. Ring of Searching and Ring of Acid Resistance. Those are not super good. Are they cursed? They are not. There we go. Ring of Searching is pretty lame. Yeah, the graphics have been around for a couple, like a version or 2, but some of the UI elements have changed. I forgot how you can switch to the ASCII mode, which is your minimap down here. You can just play with it old-fashioned, but there's really no reason really to do that. Here's our inventory. You open it with I. You hit V to view the rest of your stuff, which is what I was doing. So let's just get exploring. Well, I should save too. See, usually when you save, it just quits the game for you, but now you can hit no and keep playing. And I think our first order of business is to go over here into the small cave, enter it. Going to enter the small cave, going to try to pick up this cloak and put that on. Okay. I put it on and then immediately tried to take it off to see if it was cursed or not. If it was a cursed cloak, it wouldn't be able to be removed. That's how curse works in this game. If you have a cursed cloak, it basically doesn't matter. Your cloak is going to get destroyed very quickly. So this is the small cave. It's a special area. This is an extremely dangerous place. All the monsters in here are spawned at double your level. I'm level 1, so these monsters are level 2. If I come here at level 10, the monsters will be level 20. So I come in here early in order to spawn level 2 monsters, and then leave. And then what I'm going to do is come down here, save again, And in this game, the monsters you've killed actually matters. The first monster you killed matters. And if you hit :K, it'll show you the list of monsters you've killed. It doesn't tell you the first one, you just have to remember. And I'm coming down here to the Swampus in order to look for huge frogs. There we go. We're going to fight some huge frogs. Ooh, a ring. A marble ring. That's probably a ring of cold resistance. It was also foolish of me to come here before learning any of my spells, but... Ah, cripes. Ah, you may see me die of foolishness already. I'm being quite foolish. But now, there we go. So now you see we've killed 2 frogs. I basically just wanted to... This isn't a game with power rituals, this is just a game with rituals. Like, in order to get the ultimate ending of the game, which I'm going to attempt, you have to keep track of things like this. I would prefer to kill 1 giant frog, but 2 is just fine. Basically, there's a dungeon with infinite floors, called the Infinite Dungeon, and there's going to be a quest way later on that we're going to have to go to the floor of the Infinite Dungeon equal to the number of the monster we first killed. So now we'll just have to go to floor 2, because we killed 2 giant frogs. And now we go here. I should read my spell books. I need to hit R in order to read, hit C in order to read my Burning Hands books. It'll ask me if I want to book, cast it, or learn it. I'm going to try to learn it. And just do that until the books run out. I'm out of Burning Hands. And do the same thing to Lightning Bolt. Ooh, I'm hungry. I'll eat my spider bread. Okay. So I hit Shift Z, and this is all the spells I cast. I know this is the name of the spell. This is how much mana it costs. Here's its range and damage. That's how much, and this number is how many roughly how many times you can cast the spell. You have this doesn't go. These usually decrease by a single-digit number whenever you cast the spell. So we will eventually forget how to cast these spells, but we'll probably keep, because wizards find a lot of spell books. We'll probably find more. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to be burning the hands of others. Burning hands is basically exactly what it is in Dungeons and Dragons. So we'll find more spell books later. Here's some farmers. I'm looking for... that guy. We're going to Shift C to him. That's the chat. He says a lot, so we don't see it all. We'll look at the :M to show up the message buffer. And we talked to Gulthalax, the druid, and he wants us to go kill his friend Keithrax, who lives in a sinister dungeon that would not exist if we did not talk to the druid. And now I want to find... Not here, but oh, there she is. The tiny girl. We're going to chat with her. And she wants us to go find her puppy, which will unlock another cave. How much money do I have? I just stripped nude for no reason. 89 gold pieces. We'll pick up some large rations, pay for them, and leave. Yeah, Puppy Cave is some bullshit. We'll be going to Puppy Cave soon. Here's Puppy Cave. But this is, unassuming, this is the cave that was not in the base game. It got entered into various revisions of it. The game that invented the tutorial invented this dungeon. Ah! A kobold. We'll show him our burning hands. And he died. Ah, a book. Let's go read that. I sneezed. Okay, let's read this book. The book is unidentified, but we can still read it, and it should tell us what it is.
Ah, magic missile.
That will be very good. Some mediocre castings of Magic Missile, but fairly useful. Magic Missile is a dangerous spell because it bounces. But so does Lightning Bolt, but Magic Missile will bounce quite a bit. But Magic Missile is also useful because it does not destroy items on the ground. Ah, some raw meat. We'll eat that. Mmm. You suddenly discover you don't like raw meat very much. Oh, and if you see me like zip like this, if you press W and then a direction on the keypad, you'll just keep going into that direction until something stops you. Like this doorway did. Burn that goblin. Burn that bat. See, we've gotten better at burning hands from casting it. Ah, a locked door. What you do for locked doors is kick them down with the K key, but there's important things about traps. There are something called tactics in this game. You can press the F1 through 7 key to change your tactics. F4 will set you to normal, which gives you no benefits and no deficits. F1 is Berserker, which makes you easier to hit, -9 defensive value, but +6 to hits and +3 to damage. You can see it up here. Here's your defense value. Then there's 7, which is F7, which is Coward, which does basically the opposite. Yeah, the minimap is that there's some way to just play in the ASCII version, which I sometimes do in order to look at specific things, but I forgot what the key binding is, and I don't need to look it up yet. It might be F8 or F9. Yeah, there it is. F10. You press F10 and you go back to old school mode. But I don't need that. So we're going to hit F7 to go into coward mode, and then kick this door. And you see that the door suddenly crashes into the space directly in front of it. That means if we were standing in front of the door when we kicked it down, it would have landed on us and harmed us, and probably destroyed some of our equipment. If you have the option to, you should kick doors from diagonal. That avoids... Oh no, a frog. Guess we're killing more frogs. Okay. More food. Surprised we aren't burdened yet. I kind of want to be burdened. A metal cap. We'll pick that up. And now I'm out of MP, so we'll just have to cut this kobold up. And we get, since we're chaotic, you can see right here, the C, we get the evil level up music. And we've leveled up. The skill we are most interested in leveling up is concentration, because that makes your power points regenerate faster. And healing, but we don't have healing. Or we don't have a lot of leveling up to do with that. So I'm going to instead go with alertness. Okay. Haggling and herbalism. Herbalism is actually useful, so that joke doesn't work. Yeah, there's a message when you bump into the wall. This is a kobold corpse. You can eat corpses in this game. You should not eat kobolds. They will make you sick. And see that? A stone block hits directly in front of the door. And there's some rocks, which we're going to pick up. And we're going to put in our missile slots. We can... Ah, there we go. We're burdened. Being burdened will train our strengths. Haggling is worthless. Ventriloquism is not as worthless. First aid. Okay, there we go. I was using first aid there by going to A and then F. Because I was bleeding. It didn't do very much because my first aid skill sucks. Ah, a potion. But it'll train the skill. And yeah, there's basically no reason not to be, when you're just walking around and not intending to kill anything, it's basically like no reason not to just walk around as in coward mode. But Goblin I will just punch with my knife. Okay, giant bat is too scary, so we'll do that instead. Potion of carrot juice. How many of those do I have? Okay, I have 2. A fiddle. Oh, that's the key bindings. Come here, you. Ah, more levels. More concentration. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go all in on concentration. And we get an extra talent. Yeah, changing tactics takes no turns, so you can just do it on the fly. I'm going to pick long stride, because reducing energy points is like being faster. So we'll pick long stride. Ah, you sense a certain tension. That means there is a monster zoo in this room. If you've played like NetHack or Dungeons of Dreadmores, you'll know what a zoo is. Ah, a secret door. And a silver amulet. We will not be wearing that, but not yet. Wearing amulets is very dangerous. You can usually like equip ID weapons and cloaks, but equip IDing leather armor is not worth it. Equip IDing rings and amulets is kind of sketchy. Although I will look at the amulet. It's a silver amulet, and it weighs 3 stones, which means that it can only be a certain number of items. Ah, you've heard the ding, meaning I'm looking to see what it could be. Oh, I should just wear that, because silver amulets that weigh 3 stones can only be 1 item. I don't know. I don't memorize the list, but there's like this page. And you can either memorize all of those from just experience, or just look them up whenever you need to. So a silver amulet, come on, do nothing. Okay. B.A. The amulet of protection. And it's not cursed. So, yeah, some items can only be one thing. Like if you find a mithril ring, that is always going to be a ring of ice. And apparently silver pendants are always... Ah, here we go. One of these monsters I'm interested in. There's this guy, and this guy, and this guy. These are blink dogs. We like blink dogs, so we're going to name them. You're going to be Blinky. You're going to be Stinky. And you're going to be Mo. We want, blink dogs are very important, and we'll find out later. This will kill 2 of them, and that's probably fine. Ah, we got a level. No Clyde yet. We'll find Clyde later. See, this guy, this is a new blink dog. I think he got summoned. Oh, no, that's Stinky. So we'll just keep him Stinky. And now we're going to use magic missile so I don't destroy anything on the ground. I'm gaining lots of levels. Wait, what's that corpse there? Is it a blink dog corpse? It's a huge bat corpse. Because it was a tension room, I wasn't able to do what I wanted to. So we'll deal with blink dogs later. We're going to eat this goblin off the floor. Ah, there he is. He blinked away, because blink dogs can teleport. Ah, there he is. Why is he doing that? Do the thing. Do the thing you do. Stinky, where are you at? Okay, we'll look for Stinky. Ah, there's Stinky. Stinky can, unless he is a summoned blink dog, summon more blink dogs, which we want to do. Ah, you're a large orc. You're scary. We're going to burn you. Because he was in a tension room, I don't think he is a summoned Blink Dog. But if he just refuses to summon more Blink Dogs, he might be a summoned Blink Dog. Okay, maybe that'll get his attention when I'm do some first aid. Am I going to die to a goddamn Blink Dog? Let's go upstairs and walk around a little bit until we're not dead. I was not expecting to die to a goddamn Blink Dog. I'm going to burn you. So the Blink Dog's corpse gives you the ability to control teleports. If you don't have the ability to control teleporting and you try to teleport, you'll just go to a random location. So that makes Blink Dogs pretty important. Ooh, magic missile, that's good. But they're not that uncommon. And Stinky is just convinced that he... Ooh, a short sword. That's not worth equipping over dagger, though, in case it's cursed. Where you at, Stinky? I'm coming for you. Okay, Stinky just died. We'll worry about teleport control later. In the meantime, we're going to pick quick, porter, or healthy. We'll pick porter. Just to increase our equipment weight. Ooh, a rat. You don't want to eat rats. Rats will make you sick. But goblins... Oh, I ate the bone. Eating bones is okay too, but goblins are definitely worth eating. And a sling. We'll equip that sling. Ah! We got our first cursed item. That's okay because slings are often destroyed by equipment traps, so we won't have to worry about it. Okay. And close that. We'll eat that Knoll corpse and read our book of magic missiles, which has given us an okay amount of castings of magic missile. Don't want to be too close to the wall when you fire magic missile because it'll bounce and like murder you. If I just fired magic missile like in this direction, it would bounce back and forth between these two walls and probably murder me. Oh, did I pick Pious? No, not that. Let's find the key binding for that. Oh, I did pick Pious. That's okay. It's not worthless. And talents basically don't matter anyways. Beat up that gremlin. Beat up this bat. That's how badly we suck at... Ooh, this guy. This guy's good. Throw your spear. Okay, now come over here so I can burn you. Crude spears, thrown by that Orc Scorcher, are pretty good weapons for the early game. But this one's light. So it weighs less. Okay. Light might also decrease the damage, but this is like a pretty average weapon anyways. And we'll eat that Orc. And pick up this melon. Yes. Ooh, an ogre. That guy can be scary. Okay. That homunculus was... Let's look at that message. Shrugging off the bolts. Sometimes monsters will shrug off bolt spells, but burning hands can't be shrugged off. I picked up a scroll. We'll spear this guy and spear that guy. Pick up his ration and his Chutzpah scroll. And stab this guy. Here. There we go. No, talents don't matter. Towns only... There's like 3 towns in the game, and I guess they're sort of important. Come here, you. I want that bread. Do not manage to take care of your wounds. Okay. And this is the end of the... That's a cat. Okay, so cats are special. The guy who made this game really likes cats. So you don't want to kill any of them. Do I have any spells that will... No, I do not. I want to trick this cat into the bottom layer of the floor. Maybe I can... Okay, that water trap just got some of my equipment. We should be able to outrun this cat. Although, maybe not. This is bad. I have to find a way to deal with this cat that is not killing it. I mean, I could kill the cat. Killing the cat doesn't, like, end the game or anything, but it's really annoying, and I would prefer not to kill any cats. Were there any traps I could make use of? Causing the cat to die is not the same as... I'll try using ventriloquism. The cat does not seem impressed. It'll work eventually. See, okay. No, crap. If you use ventriloquism, will confuse. I'll use some first aid. Ventriloquism it can confuse. There you go. He's confused, and it only lasted a turn. And now he's starting to hurt me. Ooh, ripping sounds. Maybe I can get him stuck in some spider webs. No, he's not getting stuck in the spider webs. I'm going to pray. There we go. Yeah, okay. We're going to deal with this cat eventually, everybody. This is annoying. I don't have any ways to deal with cats yet. And I have this spider in the way. And now I'm stuck in the webs. Ooh, this is good. Oh, man. Okay. I got a spider corpse, but that's, I'm gonna have to pray again. Oh, man. We're saved. Oh, I already had a Scroll of Darkness this whole time. Okay, we're saved. We dealt with the cat. So if you kill a boss way later, if you kill a cat way later in the game, there's a boss fight that you have to deal with that's extremely hard, that you do not have to deal with if you just don't kill any cats. And we still have our spider corpse. It didn't rot yet. So we're going to eat that spider. And this message here means we just got poison resistance. And that's something spiders can give. Most races hate eating spiders. They'll throw up, but dark elves happen to love eating spiders. So they don't... Oh man, more tension rooms. So instead, this time we're going to throw some lightning bolts. Healing. I can get a little bit of healing. Surprised that isn't higher. And some more alertness. Throw some magic missiles. Hey, more lightning bolts. Hooray. A glass amulet. That's not the most useful amulet, but I'm completely owned. Wait, no, I just got poison resistance. This is fine. So I fell into a pit trap, which is right here, and pit vipers come out of pit traps sometimes. I die to the poison that I was just resistant to. Yeah, it's an amulet of light. We've died. And I think I will retire Spegety. He was kind of mediocre, and I was having trouble. So instead, we'll make a new character and do the same thing. Candle specific. Actually, yeah, we'll do story mode again. More dark elf. This time I'll be a priest because I like that. I don't like wizards. Alerts, miser, and treasure hunter. Okay. And now we're Lingweenee. Oh my goodness! That is an amazing elvish chainmail. That is very good. Usually they're +0, +5, but that's +3, +6. See if we have a good weapon or not. We don't, so we'll just equip club. So how... And we got some good... We got another bolt book, too. That's useful. And our learning is okay. Strength is actually quite good. Toughness is okay. Mana's fine. This is an exceptional character. I'm going to save this. And we're going to read our spell books of no alignment and light, but not netherbolts yet. Yeah, there's monsters. There's a couple different kinds of monsters used in ADOM. There's tension rooms, and then there's another kind I forget the name of, and then there are vaults, which are full of monsters. But our literacy skill is okay. So we're not going to read our netherbolt until our literacy is maxed. But no alignment and light don't matter, so I'll just read them to... I'm going to read them to train our literacy skills. Because you see we're getting, like, failed. Do not gain new insights. We're failing to learn, which would be very sad if we did that with netherbolt. See, we're failing to learn how to read light, which is an easy spell. Okay. So one of the main differences priests differ from wizards is they have the detect item status skill, which lets you know if stuff is cursed or not. They require less weapon marks to level up their weapon skills. And they have different kinds of... They find different kinds of spell books more often, and they aren't as smart as wizards. So I'm going to come here and kill... Ah, damn it, that was a mistake. So I just have to outrun a rat and a dog. Which I can't do. They can't hurt me, I don't think, because of, I'm getting cornered. Ooh, a spellbook. Maybe that'll help. Okay, we're going to show off a feature of the new ADOM, is that you can quit the game, and you get this message. Only we can restore save. Hooray! I normally wouldn't do that. I would just accept the fact that I ruined a good character, but I kind of want to have a character live. So all we have to do is read our spellbooks again. Okay. So my plan was to go into the cave, drop my spell book, and then go do my normal startup stuff, but... Ooh, a spear. That might be worth using. This is a good spear. A Spear of Thunder means it does extra thunder damage on hit, so this is actually quite good. And then we're going to... I think I can save on the world map, but I always go into the area to save. Looking for lost souls? No. Shit. Yeah, this is something that can happen in the swamp that is not giant frogs. And I get cornered. So this is why we did that. This is very scummy, but this is a huge frogs. Okay, this is a mechanic they added to the game. So I am not going to feel bad about using it for the stream. Now I just have to outrun some frogs. There's a specific reason I pick frog as my first kill. Is because frogs are a good balance of easy to find and rare. They're not very common in dungeons. And I'm out of food, so I have to go buy some food. So I can pretty consistently find frogs and just have them as my first kill. How much money do I have? 80 gold pieces. Okay. Oh, I didn't eat my spider bread yet. Oh, that's fine. So we're going to talk to the druid again. He'll tell us about the cave. If you talk to the sheriff, you get a different dungeon instead, and the druid quest won't... they're mutually exclusive. And there is a third, yet more mutually exclusive quest. No, if you talk to the mayor, not the sheriff. The sheriff gives you a different quest. There's, blow up the baby water dragon. He'll teach us how to swim later when we find him some carrot juice. Where's the little girl at? Ah, there she is. And now we can unlock the puppy cave. And we're back to this. And I'm going to save. Ah, an orc. Come here, you. Okay. But yeah. Man, this chainmail is super good. These boots are okay. That hood is better than most helmets. This character is extremely lucky. Priests start with elven chainmail, which is kind of hard to find. But usually it is not nearly as good as this. This is armor that'll be useful for a very long time. And our strength score is like high for a spellcasting class. That's quite impressive. We'll eat our spider bread. Spider bread is unique in that it's food that gives you more satiation if it's cursed. Okay, so we're interested in literacy, concentration, and there we go. Ooh, a book. We'll finish exploring the rest of this floor and then read our book. A cat. Let's see if I can't... I seem faster than this cat. This is an altar. This is a lawful altar, which means it's not so useful for us, being a chaotic character. Okay, let's see if I can deal with the cat this way. I messed that up. Crap. There's no good angle. I could barely outspeed the cat. And I want to lock it in that room. But instead I'll lock it out here. Okay. The cat is not dealt with, but evaded for now. Literacy is not worth investing in. Yeah, cats are a surprisingly large part of the game. Thomas Biscup, the guy who made the game, really likes cats. Ooh, a gremlin. Come here, you. Gremlins used to be a power ritual, but they got patched out. Let's kill this guy and read our books. Not eat. We'll read our book. What is Rune-Covered Tome? Cure critical wounds. We'll go ahead and... Oh, I read Netherbolt instead. Did not get many cure critical wounds. We'll go ahead and read our Netherbolt now. It's a pretty good amount of castings of Netherbolt. Netherbolt is just another name for Ice Ray. For some reason, some spells have different names for clerics than they do for wizards. Cursling Bread. Cursed Sling. We'll look at the scimitar. That scimitar really sucks, so we'll drop it. Ooh, a spear, or a shield. We'll be able to start training our shield skill. That's an average, average shield. I'll equip that sling and pick up these rocks. Oh, this is new in the new version of ADOM. You can see I'm holding a spear and wearing a shield on my character sheet. It's because I equipped them. Used to, you just were holding a staff no matter what. Also, if I turn this way, you see the back of my shield, but if I turn this way, you see the front of it. It's very nice. Better than this. So we're on our way. Beat up this gremlin. Ooh, our looks improve. Our charisma went up from 11 to 12. We also made our polearm skill better. We'll have to hit monsters 37 more times to increase our polearm skills. Sling bullets. That's better than rocks. Normally you can't unequip cursed items, but cursed ammunition is different. You can unequip it because... Shinjin sniping me on my point. It doesn't matter for missile items, because if you were cursed with them and aren't able to unequip them, you could just shoot them. So, it doesn't really matter. We'll try out our sling bullets here to see what they are. They're just lead sling bullets. Alertness, literacy. 99. That sucks. It's a good idea to train your ranged weapon skills, even if you're not looking to be a ranged character specifically. We'll use our Netherbolt here. Because there are ammunition of slaying, they're like lead bullets of elf slaying or whatever. And those are extremely useful, so having weapon skill for ranged weapons, even the sling, is worth training. I always forget to, though. Ooh, a frog. Those are rare. This guy is dangerous. Floating eye. They can paralyze you. So we're just going to give him a Netherbolt. And he drops a Spellbook of Netherbolt. Okay. And another book. I won't read them for now because I do want to be burdened. That'll train my strength. Well, I don't think burdened actually trains strength on... train strength on 14. Okay, since that spellbook was cursed, it only lasted 2 readings. You can bless spellbooks to make them last longer, and I will be doing that for certain spells, but for Dispel Undead, I'm never going to cast that, so it doesn't matter. Ooh, you sense a certain tension. There's a tension room somewhere nearby. Well, tension room is just another word for zoo, but tension rooms are like the easiest version of zoos. There's probably a hidden door in that room, but... Come here, you. A wooden shield. We'll see if it's better than the one I have. It's probably not. Yeah. Come here, you. There you go. Healing is important. Hey, you. Throw your spear. Do it. I know you want to. There you go. Green. I don't think green means anything. But still a backup weapon in case something happens to our Spear of Thunder. We can drop those daggers. They're not worth anything. Where's that tension room at? Probably here. It's a goblin room. Line up our shot. And that's a tension room. Okay. We'll eat some of these corpses and pick up this sausage. Mmm, sausage. Ah, this guy. If he drops a... Okay, if that guy would have dropped a corpse, I would have eaten it, even though it would have made me sick. Yeah, I don't think green or blue weapons do anything. That's just those daggers I dropped. Up here you see it says satiated. That means I've eaten enough to be full. You're satiated, then bloated. If you're bloated, you can't eat or drink anything. And when you're satiated or bloated, you move really slow. Okay, I want that frog to get out of my way. I need to remember there's a cat on the first floor, so I can't just mash forward. Because I do not want to kill that cat. I also might try converting that altar. You. Follow me. Actually, there's a cat in there, so I'm not going to bother. I'll come back when there's a way for me to deal with cats. Look at this shield I just picked up. It's worse than a wooden shield, so let's not use it. That -2 means it has a -2 on hit. I'm going to kill this goblin chieftain, though. You can see I hit him, but he didn't notice. That's my stealth check happening. Their stealth skill. What do I want? Let's do some... That was a crappy find weakness roll. I need more healing. And much more concentration. Holy shit, I forgot. We'll pick healthy. And eat that goblin. Oh. Well, acid resistance is, like, not very important at all. What am I doing next? Let's go to Puppy Cave. Some gloves, we'll look at them. It's break fodder. Let's look at my kills just to make sure I haven't killed a cat. No cave lions. And no wild cats. There are 3 kinds of cats. There are wild cats, cave lions, and cave tigers. Ooh! Come here, you. There we go. A seed, I can make use of that, funnily enough. This is a pool. Anyone who's played NetHack before knows what pools do. They do random shit, and are very dangerous to use, but if we want to make, and you hear this message, you hear a splashing sound, that tells you there's a pool on the level. I don't think we want to drink from this right now, but we will want to come back later when we're hunting for wishes, because that is going to be something we're going to want to do later. Ooh, that was a dwarf. You sometimes find them in dungeons. You can see here he's mined out a section of this wall. They like to drop pickaxes, which are very useful. But he didn't. We're not going to splash in the golden pool. We're going to drink it later. We are going to drink in that pool, and it's going to be great. And there's another pool on this level. There's one right here. So this is floor 2 of the Puppy Cave. It exploded. Floor 2 of the Puppy Cave always has ants. So we're going to seek them out to see if I can harm them. Ants are pretty hard to kill for low-level characters. They have high defense. But I think my weapon is powerful enough. I have no idea what that message means. It's just a random... There's random things rooms can do, and that was one of them. It might mean something, it probably doesn't. Ah, fresh meat. We'll eat that. Here they are. Oh right, my armor is amazing, so yeah, I can fight ants. I want one of the ants to drop a corpse, because ant corpses provide acid resistance. Yeah, see, he can't harm me. I can probably just fight on Berserker mode. Yeah. What do I want to level up? Concentration, almost certainly. Yeah, there we go. Now you have to be careful with bolt spells, because their range will become very large soon, and you don't want to kill any cats off screen. Oh, and there's the ant queen. That ant hole did not last very long at all. Hopefully one of these guys will drop a corpse. Okay, the ant queen can actually harm me through my armor, so we'll just nether bolt her. So, no ant corpse from our ant hole, which is a bit of a shame, but it's random. There'll be more ants later. Probably. And more ways to get, yeah, don't want to eat were-rat corpse, you'll get sick. And now we're in floor 3 of the puppy cave, which has nothing special. Ooh, a skull dagger. We're not using that. Do I have any arrows? No, so we'll keep using our sling. A medium shield that is... don't know if it's cursed or not. So first make sure there's no monsters around. We're going to unequip and drop all of our stuff. Except for something worthless. These gloves. We're going to wear those gloves. Drop everything except our money. And we're going to try to convert ourselves to neutral using this neutral altar. Did I not pick up my money? I didn't. Okay. So we're going to... Okay. See, now we're neutral chaotic. I want to get to neutral minus. I'm just offering one gold piece at a time. It's a bit grindy, but... what do you mean by boons? Like, talents? I think you get talents every 2 or 3 levels. I forget which one. I'm going to try... going to try... I'll save because I'm being scummy. I don't know if it's right. I know it's based on piety and alignment. Kobolds are evil, so they're going to help me. I think it's if I wanted to convert the altar, but not convert. I wanted to convert me without converting the altar. Okay, very pleased. I'm going to stop there. No, wait, I'll do a couple more. Give this kobold some time to shoot some arrows at me. See, that message. And Saria seems to be very pleased with you. That means that... I'll pick up that medium shield. It means if I drop... no, not that. If I drop... Do I have any water potions? Yeah, if I drop these potions of water on the altar, they'll glow in a gray light and become potions of holy water. Come on, shoot more arrows at me. Okay. Do I have any arrows in stacks? That's the problem with getting arrows from monsters, the way you just let them shoot them at you. You get them in like 1s and 2s, so you have to reload all the time. But these kobolds are at least dropping short bows, which are useful. Bows are items that like to get destroyed by traps. actually line up my shot. And see, we don't get the evil level up noise anymore because we're not evil anymore. Okay. Nether bolt can, but doesn't destroy items on the ground as much as other. Ooh, 18 arrows, 8 arrows. Okay, I can start training my bow. Yeah, lots of good items from this. And we'll drop any missiles that are on their own, like this, this, this. Yeah. So we'll start training up our bow skills. Let's look at these bows. Or not that. We'll use our best bow, which is this one, and we'll use our biggest. I just want to go to my bow again. Our biggest stack of arrows, 34. These are probably just Spog standard arrows. 1d6 damage, no bonus. Okay, our short bow was destroyed, our wooden shield was destroyed, and our hood was destroyed. Goodness, that's exactly to be expected. We'll use our cure critical wounds on ourselves, though, to... Oh, look at that battle axe. It's nothing special. Wait, didn't I get a new shield anyways? I did. Okay. Yeah, so traps are very dangerous in this game. That's a Glibbering Mouther, so I did a spell on him. Glibbering Mouther. It's a cat. And I'm strained, so I'll be slow. How will I deal with the cat? Do I have any... do I have any... I haven't found an instrument yet, so I can't... So I can't do that. Let's see if I can't deal with the cat. Well, let's save. Pretending there's a way we can definitely deal with the cat. Like that. Okay. The cat is not dealt with, but the cat is evaded. Lots of cats today. Cats are common, but not that common. So we're strained, so we move slow, but being strained will train our strength score. In fact, has it happened yet? It hasn't happened yet. We're still at 14. You do not want to die. That's where the cat is. We won't go there for now. Oh, right, my bow is destroyed. This one. There we go. Where is the downstairs at? I'll eat that ration. Oh, I picked it up instead of, Oh, here's that. Do I want to wear a coral ring is the better question. No. Because coral rings could be rings of doom, and that would be very bad. Actually, it wouldn't be that bad. How many holy... I have 4 holy waters. Let's see if the ring auto ID... Or it was a coral necklace, which is probably just a ring of... Weighs 2 stones? It can't be anything bad, so sure, I'll wear it. It's probably an amulet of beauty. Oh. So it's probably an amulet of... or it's not an amulet of the Silver Tongue, so I have no idea what it is. It's either rabies resistance or rapid healing. One of those is worthless, and the other one's great. Let's put our gloves back on. So, Puppy Cave level 5 is always this, which is the Cavernous level. Cavernous levels are big and annoying, but we found the exit right away. Okay. And if we look at our time, we've been adventuring for 5 days, 19 hours, 4 minutes, and 4 seconds. Which is why this is here. The cute dog corpse. Unless you come here within 4 days, the puppy in the puppy cave dies. I'm running the hell away from that thing. I cannot fight crystal statues. A vibrating ring. What can that be? It could be a ring of the fish. Or a ring of weakness. I have 4 holy waters. I'm willing to put it on. I didn't pick it up first. So it's not auto ID. A lot of stuff will immediately tell you what they are when you equip them. So if it's not auto ID, it's not Ring of Mental Stability and not Ring of Speed. So it's either a Ring of Minor Elemental Mastery, Ring of Elemental Mastery, Ring of Acid Resistance, Ring of Stun Resistance, Ring of the Clear Mind. And it's not a Ring of the Fish because those auto curse. So this ring is worth wearing, whatever it is. But we're done with the puppy cave for now. If we eat this harpy corpse, we'll fall asleep. You sense imminent danger, but the feeling passes. That means a dangerous monster could have been spawned, but it wasn't. We'll check out this other medium shield when we get back to our altar. But now we have to deal with the cat. And the cat's dealt with. Hooray! We never have to go back there again. I might come back there eventually, but... See, if you hit colon D, it'll show you how all the different drop options. If you just hit this one, the money symbol, it'll drop everything you don't know the status of, which is just the shield. Let's see what that is. A better shield than the one we were using, so we'll drop our medium shield. Yeah, you can smile when you hit colon D. I'm going to do something stupid, because I can save. I'm going to drink from this pool. I don't like being invisible, so I'll quit. And that's it for that pool. Being invisible permanently sounds like a really good thing, but it's actually kind of sucky. There's important things you can't do when you're invisible. Are you reading the fact and saying it was temporary? Whatever. I don't care. There's two different invisible messages, and one of them is temporary and the other one isn't. Read our books to train our learning skill, and we'll leave. Now, if you... Pack of wolves, we'll fight wolves. And for our efforts, we get a Cursed Horned helmet, which we're not going to pick up. So the puppy corpse will never rot, which makes it a bit special, but I don't want to carry it around. If we give it back to the little girl, we'll get a lawful boost, which I don't want to do. So instead, we're going to rearrange this shop a little bit. And we're going to drop the puppy corpse here in the food store. We'll get paid 13 gold. And if we ever need a lawful boost, we'll come buy the corpse back and give it to the little girl. I'll do a little bit more exploring in the Druid dungeon before leaving and going for the small cave. I might actually go to the deep dungeon first. Ooh, a fortune cookie. It's cursed. Because the Druid dungeon... The last floor of the Druid dungeon has two problems. The Druid dungeon last floor is full of animal monsters. So bears, giant slugs, spiders, that sort of thing. But that also means it's full of cats. I told you, cats keep coming up. A mixed tension room. Okay, let's have a quick look. Orc Scorcher. Nothing in here particularly dangerous. That large knoll here could deal some damage, but not with how good our armor is. So we'll just fire some beams in there. I didn't see any cats. There's a doppelganger. And a pixie. The game's just a bunch of exploits carelessly glued together with cats. That's a good way of putting it. That's why I like this game, even though it's a roguelike, which many roguelikes are not good. Motherfucker equal Redeemer. You should listen to that on your own time. If I'm really worried about cats, I could level up music. Sure, why the hell not? Because if I get an instrument, I can play it using my music skill, which can tame animals, including cats. I'll pick up Porter again, and make sure I'm not picking up Pious. You feel more in touch with the world. And that bugbear picked up some leather armor and put it on. More in touch with the world means that our mana went up, which is just the magic stat. Potion of healing, not that good, but we'll pick it up. Leather girdle. Actually, wait. The leather girdles weighed 10 stones. Now, leather girdles weigh 5 stones, but that weighs 15 stones. So that leather girdle is something special. A scroll, a charm. Lizard corpses. I'll pick up the large ration and eat that lizard. Oh, there's still a wolf here. Never mind. That griffin drops a corpse. Griffins are like the tastiest animal in this game for some reason. A steel wand. Some more money. Okay, nothing that's secretly good. A cat, a neutral cat. So let's read our books. Okay, this book is extremely important. Important enough that I'm going to close these doors. And I'm going to bless that book with my holy water. Wait, did I feel more studious? Yeah, this is good. What's my literacy at? 100? I'm reading this book. Okay, Ethereal Bridge is teleport. Okay, how many teleport castings did we get? That's an okay amount. So we now have a way to deal with cats. And I'm hungry, so I'll eat a large ration. So I'm going to try to avoid enraging this cat by hitting :S to swap places with it, but it gets mad. Okay, so here's our new fancy way of dealing with cats. I know how to teleport, but I don't have teleport control, so I don't control where I go. However, I can teleport the cat. This is where he ended up, by the way. I'll let the cat follow me for a while. Yeah, cave lions are slow. And I'm not, did my strength go up? It did. Okay. So unless someone opens that door, that cat's dealt with. But being able to teleport is extremely important. So it was a very good find to get that. There's another cat. There are a couple different ways to pacify cats. You can feed them rat corpses. They'll become friendly. If you... Medium shield. Okay. Alright, I forgot to pick up that girdle. I knew it was something. If it was a hard girdle or a thick girdle, it would be a girdle of strength. If it was a copper-hewn belt, it would be a belt of greed, which increases your equip load based on how much gold you're carrying. Oh, I kicked nothing, and I strained my leg while kicking the air, and it did 1 HP damage to me. Uncursed leather boots. My boots are good, so I'm not going to bother picking those up. Yeah, see this hard girdle here? This is probably a girdle of strength +1. And so it is. That's more worth using right now. But girdles of carrying are very useful. Especially for characters like me that are not going to ever have like 40 strengths. A cat. Well, we know what to do with you. It's not so useful to waste teleport castings just dealing with cats, but it's what I got right now. Pixies almost always drop a lot of gold. And pixies also, if you eat their corpse, you'll get teleportitis, which will, if you don't have teleport control, really, really suck. Teleportitis basically makes you teleport at random intervals. Glass wand, that is a wand of door creation. The glass wands are always that for some reason. Previously hidden runes on the door explode. One out of your bundle of 34 arrows is ripped apart. Okay. We'll have a archery duel with this guy. But if you have teleport control, then teleportitis is basically good. There's a few circumstances that make it annoying, but most of the time it's beneficial. Hey, he did not have a pickaxe. This is a alarm. If a monster is next to a monster that steps on the alarm, nearby monsters will aggro onto it. Chainmail is not worth picking up. Ooh, a friendly cave fisher. Distant slurping sounds just means there's an ooze on this level. Now that I've seen that spider, you'll probably hear distant ripping noises. Or wait. Spear of Thunder. No, this is not. I thought it was a Spear of Lightning. No, Spear of Thunder just sometimes stuns or deafens enemies. It's basically worthless. Oh well. Ah, some kind of purple radiation. This is the worst way to deal with cats. If you get them to step on a corruption trap enough, they'll... This is bad. Okay. That was dealt with. Eat that giant bat. Yeah, sense a soul in agony. Something just stepped on that corruption trap. And you can have cats turn into writhing mounds of primal chaos, which you can kill. But those are dangerous. Ooh, an altar. Useful. Finding a lot of altars. Ooh, a book. We are reading that. Cure disease. That's a useful spell. Beat up some more goblin. Least daemon. Not that dangerous. Uncursed short sword. That probably sucks, but I'll try it out. It sucks, so we'll just use our thunder sword. This room seems to be magically charged. Means that your power points regenerate at like double here. Ghost bat. We'll eat that large bat. Druid Dungeon 4. We have like two or three more floors of Druid Dungeon. I think it ends at Druid Dungeon 6 or 7. We'll go ahead and use a Cure Critical Wounds here. Dark Sages. Their corpses can be very useful. Ooh, a cape. Wonder what kind of cape it is. Warm cloak? I think that's a cloak of protection. Cloak of defense. So I mix it up. There's warm cloaks, cheap cloaks, and like fancy cloaks, and they could be like cloaks of adornment, cloaks of. Oh, there was a fortune cookie somewhere. I'll eat it if I just left it. I usually don't bother, but. He might not be cursed. Let's eat that fortune cookie. They say that potions of toughness tend to remove your hungry feelings. That's true. If you drink a potion of toughness or potential toughness, you'll become bloated. An onyx ring. What can that be? An onyx ring. That ring... That ring could be incredibly important. Do I have any... I don't know what a scroll of identify looks like. But we'll keep that ring in mind. That ring could be exciting. Druid Dungeon wants me to go through it quickly. What's my equipment load at? Okay, here's a neat trick you can pull. I cannot swim, but wizards have no need of swimming. If you cast Ice Bolt over water, it freezes it to form a bridge. Let's make sure I haven't killed any cats. I get paranoid about that with wizards. Oh, there's an arrow trap right there. You can use arrow traps to kill cats too. Lots of cat mitigation. It's a game about cat mitigation. Just every bit of cat mitigation has like come up the stream. It's great. A taint in your vicinity. Something just wandered into a corruption trap. Doppelgangers are weird. For some reason, they're impossible to hit with ranged attacks. I'll blow some more netherbolt. An iron ring and a metal girdle. Okay. This is a... Is that an ochre or what is that? A gray ooze. Those are annoying. I'm going to kill it. If you hit it with a weapon, it'll degrade the weapon. However, we are wizards, so we don't care. Oh, a seed. We'll pick up a seed. Seeds have a very weird use. You can eat them for a tiny amount of satiation, or you can... Do I know light? I do know light. Okay, this is good. I'm going to save here. This is the bottom floor of the Druid Dungeon. Everything here is going to be a animal type monster. What kind of boots are those? Heavy boots. What do those do? They're terrible. Okay. I think that's a mithril halberd, so I'll pick that up just because it's worth money. So there's a very dangerous opponent at the bottom here. I'm going to try equipping that other ring I have. Okay, we'll try equipping this one. That was a Ring of Hunger, or a Ring of the Fish. Or a Ring of the Fish, I think. I'm fishing for a Ring of Damage. Yeah, that was a Ring of Weakness, so we want to get that off very soon. And we can do that by dipping it in holy water. So we can take that off. That Onyx Ring, I think, can only be good things. What does this even do? Yeah, that's what I thought. So it's either... I don't think it's a... Well, then it was a Ring of the Fish. One of the two. Because one of them auto-identifies and one of them doesn't. Because they both auto-curse, which is what that ring did. More cats. Okay. Okay, this fucker is how we're going to switch to our green spear. Because this is a slug, and they fire acid, and it's very dangerous. I'm going to have to get into melee with them. Healing. And some herbalism. I was going to hang out here till my MP restored, but I guess I can. Just so long as I don't harm this cat, it's fine. Okay. And the other cat came back. It's because this door doesn't work. I'm going to show off what this glass wand does. It makes doors. Okay, my MP is back. Not finding who I'm looking for. I'll go ahead and go back to my Spear of Thunder. Another cat. I'll try locking the cat in the room down there. Or the cat's a moron. Okay, that's one of the cats dealt with. I'll just have to teleport the rest of them that I see. I'll eat this food so I don't get hungry while fighting. We'll go ahead and cast another bolt here. And I'll equip my green spear just in case that is acid resistance. Giant rat. Okay. Or giant spider I equipped. I don't know if that, there's a hidden door somewhere. I'm satiated, so I move slow. Trying to get this cat off my tail. So many cats. I teleported the cat to the other side of me. And then over here. Okay. You can see why this isn't the greatest, Oh, there it is. Multiple cats, eh? Okay. Okay, here we go. Here's where the action lives. There's the druid. He's very dangerous. Him double teaming me with that cat is bad, but yeah, when he gets wounded, all he does is cast darkness and run away. I'm going to try to get him with a nether bolt. But now I have to deal with lots of monsters. And now he's shooting me with his, he has a little sling with sling bullets. Okay, he's dead. And he dropped a necklace and his corpse. His corpse is going to be useful. So I just want to get out of here so that snake is getting screwed. The way out is this way. I'll check on that corpse every once in a while to make sure it's not rotting away. I will see it is. I'm going to bless it to make it last longer. See, it's blessed now. If I were to eat it, you can make doors anywhere, actually. I didn't see that for 6 minutes because fighting the Druid dungeon is actually quite intense. But you can make doors anywhere, and you can even make walls out of doors, which are useful in a couple areas. That can be disrupted because many like humanoid monsters can just open doors. More in touch with the world. We got more mana. Some monsters can just open doors. and other monsters can break doors. But you can use doors to make, like, cages for certain things. I shouldn't be, like, fighting monsters. I want to do the trick with this wizard, the druid corpse. The same thing I did with the puppy. I'm going to sell it to the food merchant, and I'm going the right way. Okay. I'm going to sell it to the food merchant so it won't rot. And I'll just confirm my kills. Cave bear, no cave lion, no wild cats. So no cats have been killed. Cats, yes, you can block the ways of cats with door creation. More specifically, more usefully, you can use them as a sort of exploit in cats. That's what this game is. To pacify rooms. If a room has 40 monsters in it, it will not spawn any more monsters. So if you make a cage of monsters that, like, reproduce, like worms, and we'll drop we'll take 9 gold for that. So if you make a cage and have worms or slimes reproduce, they will make 40 monsters if you have enough room for them, and then no more monsters will spawn on that level. I might be showing that off later. Anyways, we're going to talk to the druid. And he wants to know if we want knowledge or power. Knowledge would give us the gardening skill, which is very boring, but useful, I guess. But power will give us some good items. A Wand of Frost and a Book of Frostbolt, but the real treasure was... There's 2 real treasures there. One was the druid corpse, and the other was this, the Black Torque, which is a artifact. It's not useful to wear, but it's useful... It's something we'll need. So in the meantime, we're going to drop all of our items, pick up our books, and we'll read that blessed book of Netherbolt. And this should give us... Yeah, we have a lot of castings of Netherbolt now. And now I'm going to go here. This is the bandit village. It's got bandits in it. You can murder them. And that assassin was poisoned, probably by another assassin. And there's a shop here. Book of Bless, Book of Divine Wrath. That might be worth buying or stealing. Divine Key is also useful. That's not useful. That's not useful. Troll Blood. Probably worth stealing. Longevity is worthless to an elf. Poison. Okay. So when we learn how to become invisible, we'll probably come back and rob that store. I would like to learn to be a thief. Okay. See, now we have the pickpocket skill. I probably won't ever use it, even though it's good. This store is the Thief Guild store. It has high prices. How much money do I actually have? Yeah, not much. So this store has high prices, which is bad for a dark elf, except we got an orc shopkeeper, so they're not that racist. But actually, how good is that axe? An axe is okay. Back to my Spear of Thunder. But, yeah, high prices, so we're not going to make much use of that shop. But we will steal from it. There are a couple different ways to steal in this game. I'll fight some hobgoblins. Do I want to do the Jackal Pack? Sure. Do I want to do the small cave yet? I think I should actually just go to the big dungeon and start doing that. So I can ID my items. So for that, we're going to want to go down here. Actually, wait. I don't have any orange potions, but I have some potions that could turn into holy water, and I think there was a... I think it was the puppy cave that had the altar in it. And so it was. Plus we can deal with cats now, so... Where his potions are. And you are getting another bolt. Okay, so now we just pick up everything. And we're basically done here. This came back because I needed to make some more holy water. I think there's a hidden room in this level, but I'm not going to go look for it. Why did I pick up a bone? I'll eat that bone. And then I'll eat a iron ration. The two main things that come to mind for things I should do are to go to the infinite dungeon and look for a blink dog. I'll stop here. Imminent danger. I'll come back later. Outlaws? I'll fight outlaws. Come on, line up. There we go. I will eat this outlaw. It's only cannibalism if you eat dark elves. That's the pyramid, which we're not ready for yet. And this is the main dungeon of the game. This is the deep dungeon. I forget what it's called, but it's you can see what floor we're on. We're at D1. There are 100 floors to this dungeon. And we're going to have to go through... Ooh, a blanket. That's useful. We're going to have to go through most of them. Actually, I think there's a little more than 100 because there are shortcut levels. And this guy can disarm us, so we'll just harm him immediately. Monsters like the rattling fencer there that can disarm you are actually useful. It means you can equip weapons and see, and if they're cursed, you can have another blanket. It means that you can equip weapons, and if they end up cursed, you can just have them remove the cursed weapon from you by disarming you. It's cute. Ah, see, this floor has 2 stairs down. This one leads to D2. And this one will lead to shortcut 1. Ah, teleport trap. If those blink dogs had given me a blink dog corpse, that would have been, like, useful. I'll pick up that melon. A scroll. A fireball trap. We've discovered it without setting it off. That's useful. I killed a cat! Hooray! When was my last save? Because I will reload in order to avoid... It was down in Druid Dungeon 7. So, that's a good place to call it for today, maybe. How long have I been streaming? 2 hours? yeah, that's a good time to call it for now. I might bring back later. I'm not going to kill cats. I killed a cat, and I'm going to not accept the reality where I killed a cat because I'm a cheating save scummer because the game allows you to do that. So next time, I will have defeated the Druid dungeon, and we'll be back in D1, and that's where we'll start off. And death is only the beginning, especially if it's the death of a cat. So that's it for now. I'll see you all later. I can't believe I killed a cat.